this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And we will not... A run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. Here's a diving catch right side.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. first down. It's Patterson. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, it's Patterson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Olamide Zaccheaus there to make the grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray, eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Edmonds. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Edmonds again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They'll run on first down. Patterson, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback, because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mics.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on fourth down. Murray sets to throw on fourth. Dancing to his left. Murray has the first down and more. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play there on the keeper.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Isabella now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 2nd and 7, Murray steps away to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They're going for it. Hits Murray.
Buying time to his left. Murray has the first down and more. And all the way up to the 33-yard line.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
To throw, it's Murray. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Being chased out left. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Play action, Ryan. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run with Patterson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Patterson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Isabella now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Murray to throw.
He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, 52 yards.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequence.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Now Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Murphy.
All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Finds a seam inside the 40. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. This from 52, and this for the win. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
Here we go, here we go.
A huge play there in overtime. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's face it, we've been there before, and we've seen guys, maybe they hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity. Not in this situation. They executed it calmly, and they really got it done.
And now they're set up in prime position. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now a give to Edmonds.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw is Murray. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They run it here with Edmonds. Edmonds a first down and more.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Lance.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lance a handoff here to Mostert.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there out of the running game.
He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the dangers.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. On the ground, it's Edmonds. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach, in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 45 on second down, Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Here's Edmonds. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
On fourth down, Murray. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. On first and 10, here's Lance. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
A final shot before half for Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk as time expires in the first half. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game on the final play of the first half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
And Lance now to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Running the counter with Mostert.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That thing blown up by the defensive effort of Chandler Jones.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run with Mostert.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Raheem Mostert Mostert able to take it in from a yard out. And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, Isabella. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 22, Murray.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Now Lance.
Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They'll look to throw.
And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To try again after the sack. Murray. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Murray sets to throw on 4th.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Murray now on 1st down.
That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Murray now to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On 2nd and goal, Murray.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take.
They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He's to the 10, and he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Ambry Thomas.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus.